So this past week, we've been talking about letting go of our past. And the only way we can accomplish that is by putting our trust in God. Today, I want to talk about a passage of scripture that I think many of us know by heart. But it's one that we need to be reminded of constantly. That's Proverbs chapter 3, 5, and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight." This passage is an invitation to trust, and it's a powerful antidote to anxiety, especially the kind of anxiety that comes from dwelling on our past. So often, we get stuck in the what ifs and the I should haves. We replay old hurts, mistakes, and disappointments over and over in our minds, and it's like we're dragging a heavy anchor behind us. That anchor is our past, and it keeps us from moving forward into the future that God has for us. But this verse tells us that there is a better way. It's a way of letting go. First, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. This verse doesn't say to do it with half your heart or with a little bit of your heart. It says to trust in the Lord with all your heart. This kind of trust isn't a passive thing. It's an active surrender. It means taking the heavy burden of our past, all the regrets, the failures, the pain, and placing it squarely in God's hands. It's a deliberate act of saying, God, I can't carry this anymore. I'm giving it to you. The second part of the verse says, lean not on your own understanding. Our own understanding is often flawed. It's tainted by our past experiences. We try to make sense of things that we cannot possibly understand, and we try to figure out a future that we can't possibly control. But this verse tells us to stop trying to be God. It tells us to stop leaning on our limited knowledge and instead lean on the infinite wisdom of the one who holds all things together. And finally, it says, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. This is the promise. When we let go of our past, when we stop leaning on our own understanding, and instead we acknowledge God in every aspect of our lives, in our decisions, our relationships, our work, he promises to guide us. He promises to direct our paths. He doesn't say he'll make them easy. He doesn't say there won't be no challenges. But he does promise that he will lead us. And when we are walking with him, we can be confident that our future is in the best possible hands. So today, if you're carrying the weight of your past, I want to encourage you to let it go. Put it in God's hands. Give it to him. Trust him with your whole heart. Stop trying to figure it out all on your own and acknowledge him in all your ways. And as you do, he will direct your path into a future that is full of hope, purpose, and his unfailing love. Thank you.